Indeed.
The green screen.
The green screen series.
Edition, yeah. And we've tried to tie all of the green screen in with something having to do with the beer that we're talking about. And we are talking about a beer today from one of my favorite breweries, Terrapin, out of Athens, Georgia.
Athens, Georgia.
And Moon River, of course, too. You know, Moon River. But I'm a big fan of Terrapin.
What was your favorite?
Well, you are. It's Georgia beers, but you
Georgia
are.
beers, yeah.
Southern Georgia beers.
Terrapin is one of my favorite Georgia beers.
Yeah, they do a really great job, and they really, I think they really brew some pretty adventurous beers. And I just tied that word in with what we're doing here. Did you see that? I didn't even mean to do that. Adventurous beer.
Oh.
Get it? See, here we go. It's actually Terrapin's Indiana Krunkles, and it's part of their side project. This is side project number 15. And you know, it's funny, I should have, I guess, studied up a little bit more. When I was living in Georgia, I know they came out with a lot of side projects. And obviously this is number 15. And one of my favorite beers that they do is called Monk's Revenge. And that was a side project. And I think they had so much, people really loved that one so much, it became a seasonal. It's not a full-time beer, but it became a seasonal.
Yeah, it seems like what we're seeing nowadays is every brewery's got their main lineup, they've got a seasonal lineup, and some sort of limited edition or sort of special feature lineup. And in some cases, even beyond that.
So I'm sure you're asking yourself, how did he get a Terrapin beer in Texas? Because I can't.
How did you get a Terrapin beer in Texas?
Steve Hayes with Terrapin was kind enough to send me a couple of bottles of Terrapin beer. I told him that we were shooting a bunch of these episodes. Ooh, nice.
Steve is a pretty excellent guy, I have to say.
Yeah, and
a lot of fun to hang out with too.
Steve totally hooked me up. And hooked us up. And just a few days ago, before you arrived, I got this wonderful care package of beer.
So I wonder if you put me on the list for special packages.
You can get it at anywhere you want to, where you are.
That's true.
I'm jealous when it comes to that. But anyway, so this is a little bit of a unique beer. Talk about it.
Yeah, they've taken another. We talk a lot about hybrids of various types, and this one is an interesting hybrid between. What they're calling German wheat beer. My guess is it's Bavarian style wheat beer, and an American style IPA.
It's not clear at all. It's cloudy, nice and cloudy.
Yeah, so it would be the Hefe variety, or with yeast, mit Hefe.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, big American hop nose. So we definitely got the American IPA element nailed. And yeah, and beyond that, I think I'm getting some of that German or Bavarian yeast character.
Ooh, doggy.
Now I think oh, wow.
I know.
That's really, really citrusy. I mean, it's got a really high-end kind of lemony citrus quality to it. It's interesting. I'm not getting nearly as much of the Bavarian yeast character. I thought I was getting some of that in the nose, but you know, usually the Bavarian yeast, of course, is typified by the banana ester that often comes out in varying degrees depending on which yeast and how you ferment it, like what temperature and so on and so forth. And then usually some sort of phenol signature. Usually the classic phenol signature is going to be clove spice. Sometimes, I mean, I've had some Hefeweizens that lean more towards the kind of dentist office medicinal quality, or even Band-Aid, the dreaded Band-Aid.
Yes.
Which is gross to say, but you know, you just put a face with a name, and sometimes it's the best way to describe it. It can even some Weizen yeast will even throw off a smoky, kind of almost bacon-like quality, which is weird. I haven't tasted too many of those. But anyways, here, wow, I would say the biggest character jumping out at me in a substantial way is hops.
Yeah.
Interesting hops too. I mean, I get some of that phenol.
Yeah, that's what I was
I can smell it. I'm just not, I guess I was looking for that banana in the background, or sometimes we talk about that same ester or a similar ester quality coming across as the circus peanut candies. You ever had that?
Yeah,
that flavor?
It's funny, I mean, this is, to me, has got a lot going on, and I don't have the palate that you have. You're tasting way more than I am in this. But
well, I'm just saying I don't taste a lot of these things. I'm just sort of talking about the style.
But I'm having trouble figuring out. I mean, I like this, but I'm having trouble.
Wow. The citrus quality is interesting. I mean, like almost tangerine-like, or it's got very high, bright citrus qualities. You know how sometimes, I mean, we often use words in aroma to describe aromas that don't really describe aromas at all.
Right.
And we've talked about this in the past about how like sweet is not an aroma.
Right.
Sweet is something that describes a palate sensation. But, you know, you can't really, it's hard to get away from the idea, like when I was recently smelling the sort of early spring approaching summer smells in Savannah where you get those jasmine-like flavors. I can hardly describe that without saying the word sweet. It's not, it just, it says sweet in my brain.
Yeah.
But the citrus quality that I'm tasting here is not necessarily sweet. It's more of those kind of high-end notes like lemons and sort of those bright citrus notes. You get that?
I don't know so much citrus, but I taste like there's a yeast in this or something that's standing out to me.
Well, you get the phenol, right?
Yeah.
That kind of, I don't want to call it medicinal, and I don't want to call it clove.
I wouldn't go that far either.
Maybe,
and I always
maybe
hate,
a little spicy.
Yeah. It's really easy to drink. I mean, it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, and it's
matter of fact, you don't even have any left.
Well, you didn't put much in my glass.
I know. It's because we're shy. It's like it's one of the usually at the end of the episode there's always a little bit left because we're like sipping it. But this one we're so trying to figure it out that you're taking like 10 sips.
I think it's because you're gonna take it home and sit by the pool.
I will do that too if there's any left. Trust me.
Bastard. I've forgotten what the ABV is. Actually, I think it was 6.5 or something like that, which is, not session quality, but not necessarily.
7.3 it says on the side of here.
7.3.
7.3. Yep.
So that's definitely IPA volume.
Yep. It says, and real quickly on the side here, it says the legend of Krunkles lives on with the number 15 side project series of beers. Indiana Krunkles is a wheat IPA, boasts all the hop adventure of an American IPA while leading you on a quest for malt and yeast found in a traditional German Hefeweizen.
You just wrote the label.
I did. Well, I just wondered because I mean that's what. No, of course, I didn't think of that. I mean, that was what they said. So.
Yeah, well, I'd like to know more about this whole Krunkle thing. I think this exists pretty much in Brian Mikowski's mind.
I think so, and he's not a good-looking guy. I mean, take a look at him. He's not a good-looking character, and when you buy the bottle, you can see that he's an adventurous dude. So we've had Captain Krunkles. We've done that beer.
What was that beer? That was the.
I'm not sure what it was, but it was good. I don't think I've had a Terrapin beer that I've not been a fan of.
Yeah, I'm with you there. They make good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And oddly enough, they've been in Athens now for a couple of years, and I still haven't made it to the brewery.
It's funny, David Little, the bastard lives there half the time, so he can go there whenever he wants. And
the bastard.
The bastard. Well, we miss David coming out here once in a while.
We do miss David. We were running some of the blooper reel from way back the other day.
2008 blooper reel I was showing you. 2008.
A lot of David Little footage, including the well-known episode where he was wearing
mic cover.
The mic cover on his head.
The windscreen.
Which is just brilliant.
Because he has no hair anyway. I'll make another bloopers reel. It'll be fun. I got to get on it, So anyway, it's Side Project 15, Indiana Krunkles, German-style wheat IPA.
Good stuff.
Thank you, Steve Hayes, for
really cool
for
combo.
sending this. I appreciate it greatly. We appreciate it.
John, Spike, Dustin, all the folks at
Mario,
Terrapin.
you want to try it?
I appreciate it.
There you go, man. Try a little bit of that. You likey. Me likey. Paul at beeramerica.tv.
Pink at beeramerica.tv.
Check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Send us emails. Love emails. You got to answer more emails.
I know.
You're too busy brewing beer. Cheers.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
All right.